Hi everyone, it's Rob Chavez again here with the CAZA Group of Keller Williams Realty, here to make you a smarter consumer when it comes to selling a home. And today's topic is, what do you need to be aware of? What's the number one thing that you need to be aware of before you ratify a contract with a buyer? Obviously, price is important, right? But what's even more important is their financing, right? Do they have the right lender to get you to the finish line? And is it a pre-qualification, or is it a pre-approval? Those are two very different things. So let's talk a little bit about this pre-qual and pre-approval. And you got to make sure that you understand the difference between the two. Anybody could go right now online, go to Quicken or any of these, any lender out there, and just based on a quick application, get a pre-qualification letter. Typically the application is something that the consumer filled out themselves. They gave their social security number, they said how much money they earned, they gave the number of debts that they had, and then they send it off, and the system generates a pre-qualification letter based on credit and some different information, assets and income that the consumer had filled in. But consumers often get that information wrong. Sometimes they don't understand the difference between W-2 income, commission income, and those things matter, right? They might say, oh, I make $150,000, when really what they have is they earn $50,000 with, a base salary, and the rest of that is commissions, and that definitely matters, right? So what you want is really more of a pre-approval letter, if possible, where the lender has collected the tax returns, the bank statements, has pulled the credit report, and has literally gone through and asked the buyer a series of questions and documented everything, papered it, so that when that buyer makes an offer, they're ready to go. You know that they're ready to go. All they need is a ratified contract and an appraisal, and they're pretty much set to buy, right? So that's what you want, if at all possible. So be aware of where that buyer is in the process, right? Make sure that you're asking your agent the proper questions on, like, hey, are they pre-approved? Are they pre-qualified? Has the buyer provided all the documentation already to the lender? Because the last thing that you want is for them to bail on you during your financing contingency. And those financing contingencies can be 21, 25 days long. So imagine that. Let's say you have a 30-day settlement, and on day 25, you get bailed on. Like, that's horrible. That's no fun, right? So if you do a little bit of due diligence on the front end, if your agent does some due diligence on the front end, they can save you a ton of heartache on the back end. As always, I'm here to make you smarter. If you have questions about any of this, call me, email me, text me, friend me on Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever your favorite form of communication. I'm here to serve and to make you a smarter consumer. Take care.